Well, good evening, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this August the 2nd, 2023. I'm hoping everybody had a great Wednesday out there so far. Hope everybody has a great Wednesday evening. Hope everybody continues to stay safe and well, and also enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got. Okay, in today's video, we're going to talk about your forecast for Thursday and Friday. Also, we're going to take a look at the weather radar across the nation. Also, we're going to take a look at the watches, warnings, and advisory map for your locations. Also, we're going to take a look at the Storm Prediction Center outlook and the storm reports that came in today. And also, we're going to take a look at the tropics as well at the end of this broadcast. So, do me a favor, stick around through the entire video and do not miss a beat of this forecast. Okay. If you're a new viewer and you have not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button today. Love to have you. Also, like these videos and share these videos on social media. That way, more people get a chance to see my forecast in action. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and dive on into your forecast now and get to here, folks. Alrighty. As you can see, we got quiet conditions up here from Quebec, Canada, all the way down into southern Canada, back to toward the Vancouver region of Canada as well. Also over here in portions of northern Minnesota through North Dakota, back into Seattle, Washington, also down toward San Francisco, Los Angeles, also over toward Arizona as well, also down toward the Gulf of California, also portion of central Mexico, northeastern Mexico as well, over toward Dallas, Houston, Louisiana, Mississippi, Arkansas, and Oklahoma region as well. Also some dry conditions expected over portion of Ohio through Chicago, back over to Iowa there as well. Alrighty, as you can see, we got some showers and storms over north Mexico, also into New Mexico there as well, back into Denver, Colorado, back over to Oregon and Idaho, also into Montana, back over to Minnesota, South Dakota, back through Illinois, southern Illinois that is, also in the portion of Minnesota, Wisconsin, back over to Toronto and Montreal, Canada, also over toward Maine, back down toward Boston, New York, Philadelphia, Washington, D.C., to the Carolinas, all the way down to the Florida Keys, Miami, Florida included, also over to Atlanta, Georgia as well. Alrighty, in the down here around Texas area, the gray slashed area, there's some critical fire weather possible in that region. Red slashed area from upstate South Carolina back into Tennessee and Kentucky. Got some flash flooding and heavy rain possible. Same over here in portions of Nebraska and Kansas, and also South Dakota, back into Wyoming, and also into Montana. Also, the yellow slashed area, got some in that region for your Thursday. Alright, let's move on to your Friday forecast. We got quiet conditions for Quebec, Canada, through Montreal, Toronto, Canada, back toward Ohio and Indiana, toward Chicago, Illinois, also through Michigan, through Wisconsin, Minnesota, back in southern Canada, back to Vancouver, Canada, also into Seattle, Washington, also down toward San Francisco, Los Angeles, down to the Gulf of California, also up toward Nevada, Utah, and southern Colorado, through Arizona, New Mexico, back over toward Dallas, Texas, portion of Louisiana, northern Mexico, central Mexico, Gulf of California there as well. Alright, we got showers and storms standing along the Canadian-U.S. border from Idaho all the way over to portion of North Dakota, standing all the way back to Oregon, Idaho, southern Idaho, back to Denver, Colorado, back down to the Florida Panhandle, down to the Florida Keys, Miami, Florida, also into the Carolinas, all the way up to Washington, D.C., Philadelphia, New York, Boston, Maine, just east of Montreal or just east of Toronto, also in the New York State, also into Pennsylvania as well, back in Illinois, Iowa as well. Alright, over towards South Dakota, back into Montana, northeastern Wyoming, and southwestern North Dakota. Some heavy rain and flash flooding possible on your Friday. Alright, let's take a look at the weather radar across the nation. As you can see here, I had to pull up a different radar. The other radar currently wasn't working, so I had to pull up this one here. But anyway, we got some showers and storms just east of St. John, Canada, off in the coastal waters. Also up here around Ontario, and also back over toward between Ontario and Quebec, Canada. Some showers and storms there. Scattered activity over here just west of Toronto, Canada. Scattered activity in portion of West Virginia through the Carolinas, down into Florida. Also down into Louisiana there as well, and also Tennessee and Tennessee and Kentucky, excuse me. Sorry about that, folks. Also over in Indiana, Illinois, Missouri, Iowa as well. Scattered activity there. Also some scattered activity down in Mexico there also. Northern Mexico over toward New Mexico, Arizona. Also over toward Nevada, Utah. A little bit more widespread there as well. Also in the portion of Nebraska, Wyoming. Also in the portion of Montana, Idaho as well. Scattered showers and some numerous showers and storms there too. And also we got some showers also up toward the Columbia area of Canada as well. All right, here we go, folks. Watches, warning, and advisory map time. All righty. Had to get a little water there. Sorry about that. All righty. We got some flood advisories along the area. Well, coastal flood advisories, that is, for portions of New Jersey, Delaware, southeastern Pennsylvania, Maryland region. Also along the Carolina coast here. Also, we still got the flood watches in effect for Kentucky and the southern Illinois. Getting ahead of myself. Also in the Missouri. Also, we got some in South Dakota. Also in the Montana. Also in the portions of Wyoming as well. And also in the portions of central and southwestern portions of Utah as well. Still got to do heat advisory for portions of Mississippi, portion of Alabama, all the way up toward Kentucky. I mean Tennessee, that is, excuse me. Also in the Missouri, and also in the Arkansas, and also over toward portions of Kansas, back down into southern Texas as well. Also, we got excessive heat warnings also in effect for Mississippi, much of Arkansas, all of Louisiana, much of Texas, much of Oklahoma, and southern portions of Kansas, western portions of Missouri. Also, again, over here in portions of southern California, southern Arizona as well. Also, heat advisories also in effect for portions of southern New Mexico. Got some flood advisories, some flood watches there as well. Portions of West Texas, also in the Nevada and southeastern portion of Arizona. Flood warnings also in effect there in Utah, and some severe thunderstorm warnings also as well. All right, we got some air quality alert for portion of Montana. Red flag warnings in effect for portion of Washington State, Oregon, also Idaho and Northern California. Right there, one little area there in Nevada, got some flood advisory there. Also in the northeastern Colorado as well. Got an air quality alert also in the portion of Colorado too. All right, Alaska still got some special weather statements in effect for you guys. Also we have coastal flood advisories. Let me make sure we write coastal flood warning. Excuse me. This is for areas of Hawaii, south side of the Hawaiian chain islands. Still got some gale warnings there. North side looks a-okay. Alrighty. Here comes the Storm Prediction Center overview. Alrighty. Alright, as you can see, we got general thunderstorms down here in portions of Georgia, down into Florida, also in Louisiana, also in portions of North Carolina, all the way back to portions of south North Dakota, Kansas, also back into Colorado, also in the portions of Kansas, Nebraska there as well, up and also up here in portions of northern Wisconsin, and also in north central portions of Minnesota. Also, we got that marginal risk and slight risk over portions of Missouri. Also, portions of Kentucky there as well. Alright, convective outlook, you can see a little bit better. That's what it looked like there. Current watches, none are in effect. MDS discussion. They're both watch unlikely, but there could be some severe weather possible in these areas. Alright, excuse me. Storm reports. Alright, as of the current recording, we had 0 tornado reports. Wind reports, we had 17, one was large. Most of them took place over here in Utah, and also one up here in portions of the Great Lakes region in northern Michigan. Hail report, we had 1, 0 was large. Let's see. I'm trying to find out in portions of Utah as well. Alright, total number of reports, 18. Might get a few more this afternoon. We could go up to maybe about 25 or 30 maybe reports for the remainder of the afternoon and evening. Fire weather, we got some ice or dry spots over here in portions of Oregon, back into Nevada, and also Idaho. Elevated risk in the orange, critical over here in Texas, and also Oklahoma, and also elevated risk there as well. All right, finally, the National Hurricane Center lowered its chances of development down to just 10% now. If you'd like to check that video out, you're welcome to check it out. I went in a little bit more detail. Um, I said it still could become one, but right now, right now, it looks like it ain't gonna become nothing. But anyway, it's Central Tropical Atlantic. This is 96L. Shower and thunderstorm remain disorganized and association with a low pressure system area located about 400 miles east southeast of Bermuda. Environmental conditions are becoming increasingly less favorable for a tropical cyclone formation, and the low is expected to move northward and merge with a frontal system over the north central Atlantic in the next day or two. All right, formation chance through 48 hours, low 10%. Formation chance through 7 days is low 10%. All righty. Well, that wraps up today's video. Hope everybody has a great Wednesday evening. We'll catch you back in the next one. Also enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got. Consider subscribing. Love to have you. Like these videos, share these videos, and have a great Wednesday evening, everyone. Take care.